I are farming Mount Marchant. It's a 420 hectare sheep and beef property, 4,100 stock units in the Tararua district in the northern Wairarapa.
We've got 2 young children, George and Lucy, who keep us on our toes.
I was brought up on this farm. Always wanted to own my own farm. It was a goal to maybe own this land, but we never had expectations from our parents that we would end up taking over here. We always went to work pretty hard to get here. We came up with a good plan three or so years ago, and we had goals to work towards to get here. Yeah, and so it's just great to be here. I left school and shepherded for a year up the road from home, and then went to Lincoln for 2 years, did a diploma in farm management. Then overseas for 2.5 years, to the States and did a harvest, and then the UK, farming jobs, a bit of travelling. Then home and shepherded for 2 years down in Alfredton for Derek Neal, and then told Derek that I was looking to step up and maybe look for a stock manager's job. So he got in touch with Sam Robinson, who was a friend of his, and asked Sam if he knew of any jobs. Sam came up with an idea, a lease was coming up next to him, that we should maybe look at going into an equity partnership on this lease. So the first lease we took on was a 3-year term. It was a very tough year. The first year we were there with droughts and a few animal health issues. We finished our first lease, the farm went on the market and got sold, so we decided we wanted to keep the company going, and we got a lease just north of Dennyville. We were very lucky. It was very well fertilised, very well maintained. We had that lease for another 4.5 years.
Daniel and I first met on the farm in Dennyville. Skills I brought to our partnership together as well. I was brought up on a beef and sheep farm down in mid-Canterbury, and yeah, always growing up being a farm girl, and yeah, not afraid to get my hands dirty.
Both bring different skills to the table, farm management wise, and we work really well together. Yeah, Lou's a very good stockman as well, so stockwoman. We had no expectations of taking over this farm from a young age. Our parents had always sort of told us that the farm would probably be sold. They sort of didn't have off-farm investments and had still had debt on the farm. So so it wasn't until 3 years before we took over that my parents organised a succession planning meeting.
For the first family meeting, we met with Bruce and Jackie, who are Daniel's parents, and Natalie, his sister, Tom, his brother, and also Phil Guskett, who's a farm advisor. Yeah,
our expectations going into the meeting were, we sort of knew that there could be a chance maybe we could get here, and we knew there was going to be a few options to look at. During the meeting, we went through the scenarios. Everyone had to say their piece and what they wanted to do, and we all wanted to keep the farm in the family. Lou and I were in the best position financially to be able to get back here. We had a bit of money behind us, mainly in stock, that we had from the lease. The plan that came out of the meeting was parents had to be debt-free by the time we took over the farm. So that was something they had to work towards. And for us, we needed enough capital to be able to buy my parents a house to retire in. We moved onto the farm 18 months ago and took full ownership of the farm then.
Hi guys.
How are you?
Really?
You good?
So the sole ownership came about by us building up enough equity to buy our parents a house in Masterton. So we got a share of our inheritance early, and then we got a loan off our parents that we pay interest on, which is the balance of the value of the farm. So once my parents pass away, that loan will be paid back to my 2 siblings. So the first 18 months has been pretty tough, production-wise and product price-wise.
Financially, it's been really tight, and we've had to keep all our costs really low, which we've learnt doing that with leasing as well.
Plan over the next 5 to 10 years is to consolidate the farm and improve it, grow the business, maybe through another lease, so that we're going to be in a position financially to be able to pay off the family loan that we have. So some pieces of advice I'd give to people working towards farm ownership would be to work hard, watch your costs, have goals to work towards, learn from good farmers, not just your father. There's lots of different ways to do things. Surround yourself with the right people you obviously get on with and can give you good advice, accountants, consultants, other farmers. The skills that you need to work towards are stock management skills, pasture management skills, and then there's also the big picture management stuff like learning how to use computer programs and cash manager, feed budgeting, all those types of things.
Right, what do you push through here?
The future for the kids, I'd like them to be able to have the opportunity to do what we're doing and be able to come back to the farm and take it over.
It's a great opportunity for us to come back here and to the place it was brought up. Growing up, always wanted to do it, but never thought it maybe would happen until 3 or 4 years ago. So, we're absolutely rapt to be here, and we love the place, and wouldn't want to be anywhere else.